Now this here is a bevel edged chisel. Remove the waste material from woodworking joints when we're making them. And a bevel edged chisel comes in 3 different sizes. There's an 18, there's a 12 and there's a 6. A bevel edged chisel's called a bevel edged chisel because the sides are angled, a bevel. It can get into small gaps. When you're using a bevel edged chisel, the first thing you've got to do is when you're removing waste material, you've got to use it the right way around. Okay, so most people try and use it that way around, and what happens is when you hit the chisel, it forces it into the wood and it's difficult to get it back out. If we turn it round the other way and we use it that way, the chisel's always getting forced out of the material. When we're chiseling, make sure your elbow goes on the desk. The reason our elbow's on the desk is if I slip or I move when I'm chiseling, I can't go very far, it's safe. Okay, so elbow on the desk, tiny little bit at a time. I remove the waste from one side and then I stop and I turn the woodwork joint round the other way and I work from the other side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a peak in the middle, and you can see that the chisel's always getting forced out of the material. I create a peak there, and then once I've got, the reason I do that is it doesn't damage that side of the material and it doesn't damage that side of the material. And then again I'm just using the chisel and I'm going to just remove the rest of the material, and then just to flatten off the bottom I'm going to turn the chisel round the other way, and this is called paring. I'm going to keep both of my hands behind the chisel for safety. I don't want to do this when I'm paring. Slight angle, I'm going to just gently remove the material at the bottom of the woodworking joint, and again I'm going to work from one side and then I'm going to work from the other side. Let me use my bevel edged chisel for removing waste and paring the bottom of a woodwork joint.